Boom!
There.
Just in the nick of time.
Yes.
Pun
Yes.
intended.
Pun intended.
When I went live, you weren't here.
Yes,
But now we're
I
live.
wasn't.
You're here. Yes.
And now I'm here. There you go. You see.
Yeah.
As easy as that.
But he's just a hologram. He's not really there.
I am. That's because we're not live in certain places. People may have noticed as well.
Aye, well, yeah, we're not on the old book of face.
And I can shoulder the blame for that.
Why?
No, Facebook can shoulder the blame for that.
Yeah. So, well, we don't really need to say what it is, but let's just say that I was incandescent with rage about
Solo.
It's still Solo. Yes. Yeah, no.
It still hurts, Tim.
He said bad things about Solo, and we've lost the Facebook page.
Yeah, I was incandescent with rage about something that was announced on Freedom Day, and I made my. All I did was share an article, but I did kind of share it with a certain phrase, which is not popular.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was a joke, and
it was a bit of irony.
There's a bit of irony.
But as we know, algorithms don't. American algorithms don't really get irony, so. So yeah. Well, at first I think I can't remember if they tried to ban me. They tried to ban my Facebook page anyway first, and then I was like, "Fuck off." So like, oh, okay, no, we're not going to do that. And then they were like, "But you can't go live for 30 days." I was like, "Okay." However, I will go live on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah.
Where they don't mind that kind of language.
Yeah.
So,
do they not?
I don't know. It's getting dicey everywhere now, isn't it?
It is actually, yeah. Yeah.
But
I can
quite
feel the creep of what's the word?
DARPA.
Gotta be,
no, but
I
quite
feel like
literally.
I'm sort of like self-editing even now. It's like
There you go.
Yeah.
Job done.
Yeah.
Our work here is done.
Yes.
So I'm fingers crossed tonight, guys, as well, that
Branson.
Yeah. Fuck you, hackers.
Can you imagine if Richard Branson sat there?
Table.
Oh, I've got a VPN. See if you can stop me going live. So
the VPN dance, I love it.
It'll be one person. It'll be one, I don't know who it'll be.
Move the ship out of the asteroid field so we can send a clear transmission.
That's it.
Exactly. So yeah, welcome to the show, everybody. We're ill prepared. Once again, we just decided it's Wednesday. It's really, really hot. What we should probably do is spend an hour and a half to 2 hours over a steaming tower computer and talk about the Star Wars news that we haven't looked at yet.
It is so hot. It is so hot.
We would also like to say hello. Have you already said hello to Star Wars at 3 a.m.?
Hello, Star Wars at 3 a.m.
Yes. Yes. Hello there.
Excellent. Very, very good. And
what's a great name?
Welcome.
Yeah, who doesn't love a bit of Star Wars at 3 a.m.?
I don't think we'll be around at 3 a.m.
No. I don't think we've ever
Well,
gone...
not UK time anyway.
Well, this is true. Yes.
Where is it 3 a.m.? I can't work that out.
New Zealand.
My geography's
Australia,
terrible.
maybe, I don't know, yeah.
I think, like, Matt, usually, well, we finish the show and then we do kind of, we do after hours, don't we?
Mm.
And then...
Which are usually better than the show.
Yeah. and then Matt usually bails out first.
Yeah.
I think me and Andy have probably managed until about 2 or half 2. I don't know if we've managed till 3 a.m. Star Wars yet, have we, Andy? Or have we? We might have.
So we get to about at 1:45, and then Paddy will be like, yeah, Harrison Ford. And he's just like nodding off, and I'm like, shouting, come on, get back. We haven't finished talking about Indiana Jones yet.
Listing the Harrison Ford films that I saw at the cinema, I think was what we.
Oh, well remembered.
What we
you remember?
Yeah, I usually don't. I usually don't remember anything.
No.
I'm like Andy, and Andy's just got like an eidetic memory of everything. That like, Andy, what did I say to you when we were watching Force Awakens in the cinema? And he just goes, reels it off like the scripts of, like I can do with scripts, but conversations that we've had between friends, forget about it.
It's weird. I don't know why.
No, it's very good because we need people like me need people like you. Because I'm the kind of guy. I'm the kind of guy who like will have a conversation with somebody on the phone, and then I see them in person later that day, and I'm like, so yeah, I was talking with someone on the phone about such and such a thing. It was fucking me you were talking to on the phone. Oh right, okay.
But you know, when I was at school,
I thought this sounded like you.
Like when I had
people
say like, "Oh, you must be amazing at like photographic memory doing exams." I'm like, "Well, I haven't got a photographic memory." And like, but how do you remember? There's a joke in Big Bang Theory with Sheldon, and he says, "I have an eidetic memory" or something like that. And then he goes, "I remember when my mum first started breastfeeding me or something." He says it was a drizzly Tuesday. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not that far off, Sheldon."
So, do you actually remember? What's your earliest childhood memory?
It's when
it's nothing to do with Star Wars. This, but I don't care. Anyway,
it doesn't. It freaks my mum out that I can remember this because I said, "Do you remember when that health worker came round?" She went, "Andrew, health workers only come round when you're like very, very, very young."
Before said, one.
Yeah.
Really?
Fuck.
Really?
I think so, yeah. I've got this memory of this health worker coming around with these little metal planes that she brought around, and I took one.
All right, okay.
And that's why I remember it, because I got in trouble because I've never stolen before, but I don't know how old I was.
1 year old.
I could be. I don't know. My mum can't remember, but she remembers the health worker coming round. But she said the health worker would not come round. Like, you must have been like 1 year old, and I remember it quite well. That's my earliest memory. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got vague memories of like sort of cot beds and stuff like that, being in there and big floating around everywhere. Sort of. Yeah. Weird sort of memories
hazy.
Like that. Yes. Yeah. Hazy. Yeah. Which I haven't got a can of tonight. I've got no hazies, but yeah.
Oh, you've got Ferris Mueller tonight. Good. Well, we've timed that perfectly because we're both on the.
Oh, we're both on the Ferris.
Both on the Ferris at the same time.
Lovely jubbly.
So, in fact, while we're doing that, let's do some shopkeeping because we've not done this for a while. So, let's do this since we're drinking. We're both drinking Ferris. Let's do this. Yeah, thank you to our sponsors, Donkey Stone.
Yes.
Get on there and grab yourself a few cans of Ferris Mueller. We'd highly recommend it.
Yeah,
been a good week on that front. I've been
Well, you sold crates of it to Parliament. They've subscribed, haven't they?
Yeah, it was the sharing of that article, I think. That
to Parliament.
Yeah. Paddy's such a blagger. He's like, yeah, 18 crates. Yeah, cheers, Johnson.
Donkey Stone.
There is actual videos of him doing literally what Paddy's just done. Like, somebody mentions, yeah, but you said you're going to deliver this. He goes, "Hey, I'm going to do this." And so the top comment on YouTube underneath it was, "What kind of fucking demon is he trying to summon here?" And then the next comment, Thatcher.
Thatcher.
And then after that, Spitting Image did a sketch where Thatcher, Boris tries to.
Oh, is this the new Spitting Image? I've not seen that yet. I really want to.
I've seen
one or two. Yeah, I've seen one or two of those episodes.
I love Spitting Image.
It's on Brits. What's that channel called?
BritBox.
Yeah, I've not.
BritBox,
have you got this?
yeah.
Is that a subscribe thing?
It is.
It
Yeah.
is.
I mean, it's reasonably priced as well.
Because it's like, subscribe to another thing.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's
I'm
one of
paying
those.
for fucking.
But I mean, you can do it. Like you
Amazon.
just like pay a one-off for a month and check it out. You know.
Yeah, I'm paying
Do you know what is
Amazon,
annoying?
Disney, Netflix.
But my kids loved Wurzel Gummidge, the original Wurzel Gummidge. They got really into
yeah.
it. You know.
Oh, is that on BritBox?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you might be selling it to me now.
Pretty much all Doctor Who's on there right up until Eccleston, and then it stops, which is weird.
Ah,
So
because
it
that's on
stops where
Netflix.
It's not on Netflix anymore.
Is it not?
Nope.
So where's the rest of the doc? It'll be on BBC. But then again, BritBox is part BBC as well, isn't it?
It is. What annoys me about BritBox though is there's some of they advertise some programs, they say ad free, and I'm like, hang on, I've paid for this. Why are there ads on some of the programs?
I was in maybe it's thing. Yeah, I was in Kex the other day and they had nearly all of the new Blu-ray box sets of like the Doctor Who ones.
Oh, yeah.
They look really nice. They do look really nice. I was tempted to pick up the Tom Baker because it's Tom Baker, but I didn't. I actually got the 8 Days a Week, that Beatles documentary for like
yes. How much?
£2.
That's a bargain. Yeah, I've got that on Blu-ray.
So,
When did that come out?
Probably about 3-4 years ago, maybe.
Ron Howard.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was better than Solo.
Definitely.
Leave Alden Ehrenreich alone. I'm serious. Bless him.
Not really. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I had a little watch of that last night.
Yeah, it's very good.
I'm going to cut this video up so it makes you sound like you're saying Solo's really good.
Yeah.
Never
And plaster it all over social media.
Yep.
Do you want me to do my Solo run again?
No, not again.
Good.
Oh, go on, man. Just so
You
we can use the rant
because
screen.
it's already 28 degrees outside.
I know.
You'll just burst into flames.
Do you know what is a great shame? I did my finest version of it on the Fandom Menace show with Anthony Ergo. It was really fine. It was the best version.
Right.
And he want to do it all out.
Yes, I know. Right.
But he did say we were going to do it
Paddy,
as a thing, didn't he?
It's a Star Wars podcast. Star Wars cast. Let's do a 30-second solo rant. Go.
Fucking fembo knows you don't. Fucking miscast. Fucking dead.
I have a story. I was sat with Paddy watching Solo for the first time. We both watched it.
He does the better version.
At midnight. So it's the scene in the Imperial Academy where Han is joining up to be part of the Imperial Navy, so he flies a TIE fighter and stuff, which was eventually a deleted scene. But anyway, and the Imperial Command... Yeah, it's on the Blu-ray. You can see it on there. You know where that scene that... So I'll carry on with the story, and I'll come back to that. So the Imperial commander says, what's your name? And he goes, Han. And he goes, what's your surname or something? Who are your people? He goes, I don't have anyone. I'm alone. And then the Admiral goes, Han Solo. And Paddy just went, fuck off. And some people turned around. He's so fucking angry.
True. I was really angry.
I've never seen anyone shout fuck off and come out of the chair at the same time.
I did. I actually did.
I bet you were levitating.
I was incandescent with rage. There was no bugger there, though, was there?
It was dead.
It was fucking dead.
I've never seen that
familiar.
before.
And we had been there.
You know why?
When was it? How long? Much longer before it was? We went to watch Blade Runner. Oh, you didn't.
I did see it on the IMAX, but not with you. No,
that's right. Yeah, but it was literally. It wasn't that long before, was it?
No,
was it? And we went, and it was full. It was completely full.
Well, Last Jedi couldn't move Rise of Skywalker, very busy as well.
Yeah.
What else was
Solo
even the Independence Day sequel in the middle of the day had a bigger audience than Solo's opening midnight.
Yeah, it was weird.
Very weird.
But you know, I think I was you know, it made sense to me. But obviously after I watched it. So have we got some Star Wars news? I like the fact that we just opened with something completely.
Yes, we do. We've got a couple of things we can talk about.
Oh yes, I see. Here we are.
Have you got them? Yeah, go for it.
I'll pull these up then. Righty ho. Oh, I'm on Twitter at the moment.
Get off Twitter.
Get off Twitter.
Get off Twitter. Right. Okay. So
save yourselves.
Yeah, that's a life hack.
Do this. Bum, bum. Okay, so this is packed with pop-ups. This is taken from techradar.com. Star Wars The Bad Batch is still searching for a reason to exist. This sounds like a rant to me. The Clone Star Wars spin-off shows promise. Sorry. The Clone Wars spin-off shows promise, but we're still not sure what it wants to be. Spoilers for the Star Wars The Bad Batch to follow. Good, because I haven't watched any of it. Making spin-off TV shows is an unpredictable business. Joey was a high-profile vehicle of one of the leads from the sitcom phenomenon Friends, yet lasted just 2 seasons. Seattle-based Cheers follow-up Frasier, on the other hand, turned a supporting barfly into a superstar as the show went on to run for 11 years. Very, very true. I'm a huge Cheers fan, by the way. And hoover up every award's going. Yes, that's the trouble with spin-offs. You're never quite sure which way they're going to go. And 10 episodes into Star Wars The Bad Batch, the jury's still out. Compared to the unconventional soldiers of Clone Force 99, even a Cheers-era Fraser Crane was a household name before the Bad Batch launched in May. Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Crosshair, and Echo had appeared in just one 4-episode arc in the Clone Wars final season. As special guest stars go, they were memorable enough, but they were merely supporting players but they were more supporting players than leading men. Nice video of a saxophone player there. Where the Clone Wars thrived on the fact it was built around small 3 or 4 episode story arcs, often giving obscure heroes, villains, and worlds a moment in the spotlight. The Bad Batch proves that carrying an entire show brings very different challenges. While the latest TV series from that galaxy far, far away undeniably shares DNA with The Mandalorian, guys in cool armor become unlikely guardians to a kid with a secret. In this case, young clone Omega. This ensemble is yet to catch the imagination in the way that Din Djarin and Grogu did from day one. Part of the reason may be it's a cartoon, but that these characters have only ever existed in heavily stylized animation and don't quite feel human, despite the admirable efforts of voice actor D. Bradley Baker, who instills each clone with his own unique personality. More importantly, however, they're such an effective, capable unit of soldiers that they seem almost invulnerable, with moments of genuine peril conspicuous by their absence. On the run. They're not entirely Clone Force 99's fault. That's not entirely Clone Force 99's fault, because the Bad Batch is yet to establish a threat or villain worthy of their talents. Former Bad Batcher turned Empire stooge Crosshair is currently the show's principal antagonist, yet his presence so far has been minimal. His attempts to apprehend the rogue clones too easily thwarted. One of the key themes of the show is that I just had to say it like Helen Mirren. One of the key not Helen Mirren, somebody from Excalibur anyway. One of the key themes of the show is that Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, and Echo are on the run, but with Imperial forces doing a mediocre job of tracking them, so far it's hardly been the fugitives. In fact, they've spent half the season hanging out in Sid's parlor. Hanging out in Sid's parlor, eh? An establishment with all the
Dirty
hallmarks.
buggers.
Exactly, all the hallmarks of a wretched hive of scum and villainy. You know, Twi'lek strippers and all that kind of stuff. So it feels impossible that none of the clientele have shopped them into the Empire. The Empire itself is also an issue. With the Clone Wars only just over, these are early days for Palpatine's totalitarian regime. With the reinvasion of the Old Republic only just beginning, the presence of future Grand Moff Tarkin teases what's to come, particularly when he lays the foundations for clones being replaced by conscripted stormtroopers. But we're yet to understand how this loss of freedom is perceived across the galaxy. Has liberty died with thunderous applause, as Padme Amidala suggested in Revenge of the Sith? Or will we see a major fight back from star systems who've had their freedom forcibly removed? Another feeling. Perhaps the era itself is the problem. Out of politics. While the early days of the Empire are untouched period in the Star Wars canon, ripe with storytelling potential, the Bad Batch may have inadvertently tapped into the reason you don't see many World War II movies set in 1946. As politically interesting as this post-Clone Wars time period could be, the immediate danger has evaporated. In other words, it's currently lacking the kind of all-powerful force of evil that traditionally makes Star Wars tick. Resistances and rebellions don't get the chance to produce memorable heroes until they've got something huge to resist or rebel against. The Bad Batch is set nearly 2 decades before the destruction of the first Death Star in New Hope. And we know from Star Wars Rebels that the Rebel Alliance doesn't coalesce into anything meaningful until a few years before that. That's a long time to wait for the sizable victory against the Empire. So what is the Bad Batch going to do in the meantime? It's hard to believe the show can fulfill multiple seasons with the gang doing odd jobs for Sid and forming an unlikely family. My 4 dads with Omega. My 4 dads. Sounds bloody awful. Story arc troopers. That means the show needs to find a bigger story arc. And there have been several hints at what that could be. The Martez sisters, carried over from the final season of the Clone Wars, for example, have been in contact with a mysterious figure we believe to be Bail Organa, Princess Leia's adoptive father, and pivotal figure in the formation of the Alliance. The return of Captain Rex, another clone who survived the Emperor's Jedi exterminating Order 66 with his personality intact, also suggests that the Batch will have a role to play in kickstarting the fight against the Empire. Omega, meanwhile, isn't just an ordinary kid. She's vulnerable enough to attract the interest of bounty hunter Cad Bane and Fennec Shand, and also has major connections with Boba Fett. Where he's the male alpha clone of Jango Fett, she's the female Omega model. Given Shand's subsequent association with Boba Fett in The Mandalorian, it seems safe to assume that both she and Fett have a further part to play in the Bad Batch, particularly as Dave Filoni, the former Clone Wars and Rebels overlord, who's now Lucasfilm's executive creative director, is the creator of Lucasfilm's latest animated offering. It's impossible to believe that Filoni, a guy completely steeped in Star Wars lore, would dive into a new show without knowing exactly where it's going and how it will tie into these movies, as well as the upcoming TV shows like Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Book of Boba Fett. Will the Bad Batch be a Joey or a Fraser? It's too early to know for sure, is it? And there's no question that the show desperately needs to lock down what it wants to do. But with Filoni involved, the smart money would definitely be on the latter. New episodes of the Bad Batch debut on Disney Plus every Friday. Yep. So, hang on. I just totally kicked Matt out instead of
unsharing.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Welcome back, Matt. I totally kicked you out. Oh no. There you are.
Hey.
I'm not even drunk yet.
All good, man. All good.
Yeah. So, what do we make of all that?
Well, I've not seen anything past episode 3 of the Bad Batch.
Was that by choice? We've not got the picture. Is the reason for that?
I switched it off because I need to do something earlier.
Okay. He's getting undressed. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah. I wasn't getting undressed. I'll do that on camera, actually. No, I've not actually seen the Bad Batch since past episode 3. I don't know why that is. Maybe I think I might have just lost interest a little bit. I wasn't being pulled back like I have been in previous animated shows from Star Wars, and I can't put my finger on why. I don't know why, but yeah. What about you, Andy? You've seen the entire series, right?
I'm up to date, yeah. But
So is it still going? Is it still ongoing?
yeah, it's still going. It's still boring. And you know, I'm just watching it because, like I said this on the other show we did, I'm very interested in how Palpatine takes the Republic into being a galactic empire and the military connotations with that. Having the existing clone army and then knowing what's coming with the galactic empire. I'm very fascinated by that. That's what keeps me watching every week. But the actual show itself is leaning on that. To be honest, it's leaning on that interesting era.
That's probably the most interesting question about that point in time, isn't it?
It's what's not going on in the Bad Batch that I'm liking, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that I think Scott's just mentioned something about characters and cameos.
Yeah, I'll put that up there.
I'm just going to come on to that now.
So Scott Townsend, thanks for this question.
Sorry, Matt, go on.
Go on, Andy, you go.
So do you think these spin-off shows have too many cameos of well-known characters, or do you not mind? I don't mind too much. I think they are using those characters as a plaster, a band-aid, wherever you're from, however you say it, a bandage for quite semi-boring stories. I think they're just trying to maintain interest with it. It doesn't really bother me. I just wish I liked the Bad Batch more. The actual characters themselves, it's okay. But Darth Vader's going to show up. It's just going to happen. They're going to do it to get people watching it. When Vader showed up in...
Sorry, go on.
I'll be quick. When Vader showed up in Rebels, I remember the viewing figures went very high. So, he's probably going to be in the finale of this series.
Yeah, everyone wants a bit of Vader porn, don't they?
Yeah,
of course they do.
True.
I think the only problem with the cameos of well-known characters is providing they stay within the parameters that they need to stay within for who they become or who they are later on. And the trouble is when you keep bringing things back the trouble is when you're telling any kind of prequel stories and stuff, you're constantly reigniting the possibility of plot holes and continuity issues and all that kind of stuff.
There's a potential of ruining the character.
Well, that's why we'll come on to this later, I imagine.
Lando.
Kenobi.
Kenobi
series. Got to be careful there.
Definitely.
Very, very careful.
And I think
we'll come on to that as well.
Yeah. These new series use established characters as a sort of crutch to prop themselves up.
Mm-hmm.
They can't really stand on their own artistic merits, if you know what I mean.
It's like the cash in.
Yeah. It's like you've got to come and watch us because we've got Luke Skywalker here, or we got Darth Vader here. It's like just if you had decent characters, surely it would float, so to speak.
Well, the Mandalorian's done it incredibly well.
The Mandalorian's done it well. Yeah, he's done very well, actually. Yes, yeah.
It's been naughty in that respect, but I think it works fine. The Boba Fett appearance, Stormtroopers, the Empire, Luke Skywalker. I think it's all been done really well, but I don't think it's been done as well in Bad Batch.
No. But and the Mandalorian too has got its own decent original characters.
Yeah,
which you do feel you want to go back and see.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what's going to happen to them. Unfortunately, one of my favorite characters from that show won't be returning because of the bullshit that went down over at Lucas.
I thought you meant Quill then, because he dies at the end of season 1. I thought you meant Quill. You mean Cara Dune?
Yeah, I mean Cara Dune. Yeah. But yeah, it's a shame Quill won't return either. Now you remind me. But
Cara,
yeah. I mean, obviously she was being set up for her own series and that character, and I think that would have been a really awesome thing to see. I just feel like Lucasfilm shoot themselves in the foot all the time.
We're going to see that series.
No, I don't either. But you know,
they're still saying it's going ahead, but it's kind of been pushed back and stuff.
are they still saying that? Are they still saying that? Yeah.
Are they? I don't know. Can't remember.
I think it's just rumors, isn't it? It's nothing official.
Is it? Right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's still all these like things floating around on social media about it. Is Gina Carrano going to return to the Star Wars? Now, she's not denied anything.
What's she going to do, is she?
Well, I mean, you can confirm or deny. If you had nothing to do with Lucasfilm at all, no negotiations, no nothing, then why wouldn't you deny it? I mean, what's stopping you from saying, "No, it's not happening, guys. I'm doing this instead."
Yeah.
By not speaking up about.
Amazed.
Are we talking? You mean Rangers of the Republic?
That's what we were on about. Yeah.
I think that show's going to happen, but they're probably having to rewrite it.
Yeah.
Inevitable.
Yeah, sure.
But that was confirmed to be a Filoni project, or have I read that wrong? Ahsoka's definitely Filoni, but
that was a load of Filoni. You could be right. Yeah, Matt's gone again. It wasn't my fault this time.
Have you kicked him out?
No, it wasn't me.
We've got another comment from Scott.
Oh, hello, Scott. You're trying to get me riled up again. Even in Solo, they had to stick them all in, which, if they follow up on, is pretty cool. But otherwise, what was the point? Okay.
Well, that was
just a minute. Who ignited his lightsaber? Just in case you didn't know who he was.
Solo.
Fucking shite.
Yeah.
And it's the first ever. Am I right in saying it's the first ever color hologram we've had?
It just does one other color, but yeah,
red.
Yeah, just in case you didn't realize it's a red lightsaber.
Because bad guys got a more advanced holographic projector than the Empire.
Yeah,
but he is very rich and his ship is very fancy.
I do also remember when we went to watch it at the cinema. And he came on, and you went, "It's Darth Maul," and I went, "Mm-hmm."
Of course it is. Yeah, but I knew as soon as you hear the first line, I was so sad.
The music set it up.
No, it wasn't the music. It was just,
wasn't it?
It's just a cloaked figure. He just goes, "Yes," and he's not even on screen yet. And I went, "Maul."
Yeah.
But then when he took his hood off and he went, da, 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 that's when the audience went. I was like, yeah, I was there.
It's when the audience, it's when the normies went, isn't he supposed to be dead?
Well, this is the problem, isn't it? If you go through the movies, it's like, didn't Ewan McGregor cut him in half? But he's such an established character in the Clone Wars and Rebels and stuff that they're just trying to tie all that together. And I felt it was a bit careless because that's a movie-going audience. And there was definitely... I think they thought Solo was going to be successful enough to carry on with it. And
I don't think they'll do anything else with Solo going forward.
Well, do you know the crime syndicate? You know the crime syndicate, man.
It's Boba Fett, isn't it now? Yeah.
What do you mean, Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah. I mean, I think they're going to move forward with sort of George Lucas's story ideas. It was originally going to be Maul, but I think we mentioned this last week. Anyway. This is my sort of theory. They swapped Maul out for Boba Fett, then he's going to be the crime lord, the gang underground sort of.
Probably because
mafia boss.
Because Tamura Morrison hasn't posted any revenge porn recently, so.
Oh God. He's talking about the Ray Park saga.
So he'll probably be okay.
Oh, yes.
Well, he's just, you could class, I don't know, his video that he put up, the Polynesian spas. New Zealand, try something new.
Yeah.
And Star Wars fans have just put it, like, photoshopped it and video edited it into everything.
Oh,
Something keeps happening with you two. It keeps going. What's going on?
yeah, I keep getting dropped as well. I don't know. It's the
I think Richard Branson likes me.
dodgy internet. I mean, it very rarely happens with me, but
So yeah, they back to what Scott was saying.
Weird.
Well, Paddy comes back. Patrick.
Yeah, weird that. It wasn't the internet. We just like got kicked out. Did that happen to you, Matt? The same thing.
it did. Yeah, yeah.
Just randomly kicked out. It said, "Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I
our
just had
end
to
if
let
it's
myself
not the
back in.
internet." Yeah. I don't know.
My turn next.
Random.
Go.
No, I mean me to go. It's going to kick me out.
Oh right. Sorry, I thought you were making a point about the mall thing.
No, yeah, it's just the sort of anything outside of the movies to a normal going audience would be considered expanded universe, and that's what they were trying to bring in with that, which I was excited about because I do like Clone Wars and Rebels. But the crime syndicate man, who is played by, I forgot his name, the guy who plays who's in One Division and
Yeah.
Oh
What's
yeah,
it- what's it called?
Voss,
Dryden Voss. But I mean,
Paul
Bet-
Bethany.
Yeah, that's it. And he appears in Star Wars Clone Wars in front of Darth Maul as a hologram just before the events of Revenge of the Sith.
That's right.
So that was my thinking that they are going to carry on with the Maul saga, but maybe not as movies.
All right.
Maybe that's going to be, I don't know. Maul could show up in Kenobi, but I doubt it because they've already done that arc in Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, I don't think.
I wish they hadn't.
I know. I wish they'd saved it for live action.
Yeah, that would have been pretty awesome.
Han Solo had killed Dryden Voss as an old man though before he got to the Solo film. Anyway,
Is that right?
Confused.
he hadn't really. No, it's
You mean Alden Ehrenreich in another role had killed Paul Bettany? Or you mean Harrison Ford's killed
Harrison
Paul
Ford
Bettany?
killed Paul Bettany. Yeah,
Okay.
I see.
in
All right.
Firewall.
Oh,
Leave my family alone.
not seen that one.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not one of his. It's not one of the better ones in the Ford canon, but there's a pretty badass fight scene at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, all good. So yeah, Bad Batch.
I'll get to watch the rest of the season at some point. I don't feel like I'm like urged. Like I've got not got a massive urge to go and watch it. But I'll take Scott's advice, and he said it's worth watching, so I'll definitely go and watch.
Cheers, Scott. Have you resubscribed yet? Then
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I'm still under that freebie what I got off the internet company.
Oh, cool. Well,
Yeah.
thingy's coming that new because there's a lot of cool stuff coming through
The
Star, isn't it?
Beatles, the Beatles stuff. Yeah.
The thing with
Peter
obviously
Jackson.
the Peter Jackson Let It Be thing, but there's a McCartney thing coming before that.
That's right. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Paul McCartney and Rick Rubin. Yeah, we're talking about
It sounds
recording.
really good, man.
Talking about recording, and the Beatles. Reminds me of that time that I was having a shit and John wrote a song and I came back and finished it. So I'm looking forward to that. It's I think it comes that drops next month, and then I don't think we get Let It Be is like November, December. Is it December?
Yeah, by that point I might need to start paying for Disney Plus.
That would be totally worth it. I will be.
Yeah, I might just pay for that month.
I will be screaming like a teenage girl when I get to see 6 hours of Let It Be material
Yes.
in glorious HD. I'll just be.
I don't think you'll be on your own, will you?
No. My TV will look like a decorator's radio, I think, when I first see that. So, bit graphic. Right, so let's go
He's just going to be doing a bit of painting and decorating while it's on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. It's not, it's not anything else.
For the children watching. Yeah.
For the children watching. Not that there's any children watching. It's mainly middle-aged men. Us watching ourselves
Yeah, for sure.
tomorrow, with zero critiquing. Right. So let's do a bit more news. Gorgeous. Right. So speaking of the one of the OB variety, yeah, let's go to this from Pirates and Princesses.
Before you start, Scott says fantastic McCartney impression.
Thanks, Scott. Do you think I should do the article in McCartney? Would
Yes.
you like that? Okay, let's
Do
do
it.
that. So this is taken from Pirates and Princesses. It's a website, okay? Rumors. Young Princess Leia cast for Star Wars Disney Plus Obi-Wan show. And more. Okay, all right. Lucasfilm and Disney have been working on the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi show for Disney Plus, and it appears that it will have young Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia in it. There's a rumor, okay, that they have cast an actress to play the younger version of the popular princess turned general. Woo! Now, if for my money, if I was going to put someone forward, I'd say Millie Bobby Brown would make a great young Princess Leia. She even looks like her a bit, and she's a good actress. I like her a lot.
Yeah,
A lot of talent.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm probably going to put her in one of my music videos, like I did Natalie Portman. You know. Right. So we knew that they would have the Skywalker twins in the show, as it was reported by the Illuminati. See what they did there? That they were that there was a casting call out for two children, girl Caucasian 8 to 11 years old to portray a precocious young girl, boy 8 to 11 years old to portray a precocious young boy. Of course, this is a rumor, so things can change, you know, and you should take it with a grain or two of salt. According to Cinelinx, their sources have been reported that Leia would be important to the next show. I can tell you that Leia is part of Kenobi in a big way. In fact, from what I've heard, the stuff dealing with Leia is pretty much the impetus for the whole show and what gets Obi-Wan Ben into another adventure. That's tricky, that, isn't it? That is tricky. Right now, it's rumored the actress Vivian Lyra Blair, Bird Box, has been cast as the young Princess Leia for the upcoming show. Okay, so it's going to be an Anakin thing. She's going to be much younger, isn't she? Precocious child. Yippee! Beyond Luke and Leia being in the show, there is a lot of talk that the Inquisitors from the Clone Wars, and they believe that Sung Kang will be playing.
Sounds like a Beatles song, doesn't it?
Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll be playing the fifth.
Sun Kang.
Not the fifth Beatle, but the fifth brother from the Star Wars Rebels. Cinlinks and other sources have been saying that we can expect to see more characters, including other Inquisitors, that bridge the gap between the sequel trilogy and the original trilogy.
They've made an error there. There's no Inquisitors in Clone Wars. They're only in Rebels.
There you go. Get it right.
This is true.
Andy,
I've got to fact check it.
Andy, you should be writing for Pirates and Princesses.
Fake news. It's fake news. I'm trying to channel my John Lennon.
It's fake news.
You have to talk as John Lennon for the rest of this article now.
Right, as long as you start talking like Ringo.
I don't know how he talks.
I'll try and finish it as yours.
Peace.
I'm quite excited, actually. I'm quite excited, actually, about this show. Deborah Chow is directing it, and she has a great attitude about making it all about work and the story. Frankly, that's what Star Wars needs more than anything. Great characters, great stories, and people who want to focus on that. More Mandalorian and less The Last Jedi. Obi-Wan Kenobi will debut with 6 episodes on Disney Plus in 2022. What do you think? Comment and let us know. There you go. That was Star Wars news read by the Beatles.
Somewhere between homicide and suicide lies Merseyside.
Fucking hell, Matt. I like it.
Do you know what? Don't agree with any of that. Liverpool is one of the greatest cities.
I know. Yeah, that was just
I know it's a very, very old joke, but I absolutely. Thanks very much, Scott. So we made a mistake. Let it be.
I'm not gonna let them.
Let it be.
Thing is, when you're reading an article like that and they say, "Oh, Luke and Leia are going to be in Obi-Wan Kenobi," and then you see a blatant mistake, I'm like, "Well, this is just you're making me think more that this is bullshit."
Maybe you think that
they cannot have Princess Leia interact too much with Obi-Wan. She says in A New Hope, "General Kenobi, you served my father in the Clone Wars."
Yeah,
implying that she doesn't really know him.
Yes.
So she can't really be too much involved.
Bail
can.
Bail Organa can, and she can be in the background somehow, not interacting with with Obi-Wan.
Sure.
That could work.
Dave Filoni had to write Anakin Skywalker out of General Grievous stories for 7 years. For 7 seasons. Because Anakin says in Revenge of the Sith he's never seen him before. Not has he not fought him, but he's literally never seen General Grievous. So because of that one line that George put in Revenge of the Sith, Anakin Skywalker, someone with your reputation, will be a little older. General Grievous, you're shorter than I expected. They've never seen each other before. So poor Dave Filoni's got to accommodate that for 7 seasons. And he did it very well. Yeah. Anakin's even involved in some of the battles, and he's around the corner from Grievous, and Filoni does it effortlessly. So, yeah, they could do the Leia avoiding Kenobi thing. I just think you've got to be very careful because you're undoing the original Star Wars movie. You've got to be careful.
Well, this is it. This is yeah. I mean,
very
coming back round to the point.
Do you have faith that they can do that?
Yeah. Oh, faith? No.
You gotta have jink.
Is it possible? Of course. Do I have faith? No. I mean, the one thing we did talk about is not too long ago. Vader and Obi-Wan can interact. In the original Star Wars, Vader doesn't necessarily say when he last. He goes, "A presence I've not felt since," and then he walks off.
Yeah.
So you could fill that how they
last
want.
Week.
Yeah. A few hours ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, they could be okay. You're okay with Vader. We know Vader's in the show because Anakin's. There's a picture of Hayden actually. He's buffing himself up a lot.
Oh really?
Oh really?
Yeah. So he's bulking up.
He's filling out that suit.
I'm guessing he's going to actually be. See, I thought they'd just get him for the Anakin. Should there be flashback scenes? Whereas it looks like he's actually going to play Vader as well.
Yeah,
wow.
Which is pretty cool. I'm very excited.
That's kind of like that's the biggest thing I'm looking forward to. Actually,
Hayden's back as Anakin and McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Just take my money now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you think Prowse will be in there as well?
I would imagine so. Yeah, if there's any fencing and sword fighting and stuff like that.
You think what? Prowse.
Daniel Naprous.
Oh right.
The guy who did all the stuff in Rogue One.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Speaking of killer sword fighting, we've talked about Bob Anderson before, haven't we? I was watching. Sorry, let's go to Scott's comment first. Yeah, but Vader does say, "Last time we met, I was but the learner. Now I am the master." Yeah. Yeah, which suggests that's the last time, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
I wonder how they would get around that.
Anakin does refer to Obi-Wan just before the final, like when Obi-Wan cuts him up and he gets set on fire. He says, "This is the end for you, my master." So you could write it in that he still considers him his master, in some weird way to get around that. But yeah, again, that and what Scott just said, that's just another reason why they've got to be very careful.
Yeah.
That was my thing with it.
Well-
What you were saying, Scott, to be honest, yeah.
Watching Luke from afar.
Watching Luke from afar. Exactly. We're now on the Notorious Neeper by Donkey Stone. What was I going to say? Yeah, Bob Anderson. So I watched Mask of Zorro for the 17 millionth time on Sunday because it was on TV.
Errol Flynn.
No, the Antonio Banderas.
Oh, and Zeta Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, was
Bob
Bob
Anderson-
in? I didn't know he was involved in that.
Bob trained
Banderas.
Hopkins and Banderas for it.
Oh, right. I didn't know
And it's that for me, that's the best sword fighting like ever put on screen. It's so. Have you watched that film? It's so badass.
Years
since
ago.
I've seen it, yeah.
Ugh, it's so good. It's still a great watch now. Like I was just sat there watching it, and I was like, because I know is it still 90s that, or was it early 2000s? I can't.
90. I'm pretty sure it was 90s. Late
It was
90s.
like, yeah. And I was like, this is like the pinnacle, because it was a Bond director, wasn't it? You know, all in camera stunts, sword
98.
fighting,
98.
all in camera stunts. You know, it was
Martin
mega. It was
Campbell.
like- Martin Campbell, yeah, he directed GoldenEye, I think.
Oh, it's James Horner. I didn't know that.
Yeah, have you not got the score? Oh, dude,
No,
the score's badass. It's
I'm
beautiful.
not surprised. It's James Horner.
What else has he done?
Beautiful.
James's most famous scores are Avatar and Titanic and Braveheart and Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan and Star Trek: The Search for Spock.
Patriot Games.
Patriot Games. In the 80s, if
Aliens.
if somebody scored a movie, if it wasn't John Williams or Jerry Goldsmith
It
or
was
Danny
Horner.
Elfman, it was usually Horner, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Newton Howard.
Or Newton Howard.
Danny Elfman's got a very... He's got an iconic sound, doesn't he, Elfman? You can always...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
He collaborates with a guy called Steve Bartek, who is a nutter, absolute nutter. But he's
But to be fair,
he's a great orchestrator.
Right. When you say nutter, what do you mean? Like,
Just a madhead.
just like...
well, to be fair,
mentally-
Elfman seems like a nutter. Have you
Elfman
watched,
is a nutter.
did you watch that video that he really, that kind
Yeah.
of solo?
Yeah.
Have you seen, Matt, look it up. What's it called, that? Right, what's it called? I need to look this up
There's
now.
one called Happy. That's pretty creepy.
Yeah, it's happy and
Okay.
it's like, it's like a, it's just absolutely insane.
He was in a band called
Are we bothered about showing a clip and getting like a strike? Or-
no.
I'll give it.
What was the band he was called, Paddy? Successful
What,
in
Elfman?
America. Yeah.
What was he in a band? All right.
Oh yeah.
I was not aware of that. Right, I'm gonna turn it off, but
Oingo Boingo, the band.
Oingo Boingo.
That's Danny Elfman. He's the singer.
Yeah, I've heard. That's
look
familiar.
at this. He's one truly terrifying man.
What the hell's going on there?
Look. Ah! It's terrifying. And then it turns into does it actually turn into him at the end? I can't remember.
No?
No, it's just completely. We won't do any more than that because we'll get bollocks, but
Binged.
there you go.
He's a very, very, very good film composer. I do like him.
Yeah, wonderful.
But he's very much like John Williams. When John Williams' music starts, you know who it is. Like Danny Elfman, you know it's his score. What was that?
Brian just saying hello.
Hi, Brian.
Yeah.
Hello, Brian.
Hello, Brian. Hello there.
Hello.
He's currently on our friend's Mr. Brown's show. So
What, he's on? Oh, at the moment.
yeah, hope you lads are having fun over there.
Can they? No, we can't do that.
What's that?
Like
Are you thinking aloud?
import. Yeah, I was just like, can you like import all three of us into that show?
Yeah, that'd be
whilst,
even better.
whilst still being on our stream, but I don't think we can really.
Oh yeah, can you imagine if you could do that? That'd be good.
Cross streaming.
Ray,
Don't cross the stream.
never cross streams.
It would be bad. Try to imagine all life stopping instantaneously and every molecule in your body exploding at the speed of light. Full platonic reversal. Okay.
Ghostbusters 3 comes out this year, doesn't it?
I'm excited.
Is
I
it
am
called
too.
Ghostbusters 3?
Yeah,
It's called Ghostbusters
Afterlife.
Afterlife.
but it is
Oh.
Ghostbusters 3.
It
Oh,
is.
okay.
Ghostbusters 2016 has. That's a different thing altogether.
So those kids.
Ghostbusters what?
I forgot.
Ghostbusters what?
Yeah, no, I can't remember.
Ghostbusters Stranger Things.
Ghostbusters. Yeah, it does look like that. But anything is going to be better than Ghostbusters, a steaming pile of shit.
I didn't
Busters.
see it because it looked. The trailer alone just looked terrible.
Yeah.
Exactly. Andy, don't bother to answer the call. That's all I would say. Do not
I won't.
answer the call. No, I saw the trailer, thought it was awful, and I was like, "This just look awful." And then, but everyone, of course, was defending it, going, "Oh, you're a big, you're a man.
You're one of these-
hating
you're a phobe.
asshole because
You're an
you know,
istrophobe.
because you think it looks shit. No, it looks shit because it actually looks shit.
Look shit. Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember
Like,
that?
if these are
quote-
the best jokes, if these jokes in the trailer are the best jokes in the film, you're in serious trouble. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
I was just going to quote The Office when David Brent is saying to Gareth, and he goes, "Chris Finch, bloody good friend." He goes, "One of the cleverest blokes, certainly the cleverest bloke you know, isn't he?" And he goes, I think somebody says something. He said that, and he goes, "How could I hate women? My mum's one."
Very, very true.
What's your favorite Star Wars item merch each of you own?
Good question.
This is not a favorite, but I tell you what, I'll walk you through this first because I know you've always been saying we should do this, Andy. But so literally this week,
I'm going to put my light on via the Force.
yeah, boosh. Oh, nice.
How did
So
you do that?
Literally yesterday, I got this back in the mail.
Watch.
Oh yeah. What's Paddy showing us?
So, Doug Bezick, apparently, one of the guys who was the Cantina band, he's unfortunately like not doing very well. So he did his very, very last signing a couple of weeks ago, and he was the only person I needed on my Cantina band. So my Cantina band is now complete.
Ah, nice.
Beautiful, man.
At that,
Shouldn't it have Johnny's signature on there as well?
There it is.
Phil Tippett,
Ah,
baby.
nice.
Rick Baker.
Rebecca, yeah.
There you go.
Wonderful, man. That is awesome.
Also, it's not my favorite piece, but I did also. A mate of mine did. I told you that story about a mate of mine who brought like all these Star Wars autographs. Well, he's kind of an acquaintance, but he brought all these Star Wars autographs up to work because he was like, Paddy will love to see him, bring them up. And I did the this is where the dreams come to die kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, no, yes, no, fake. So
Oh, really?
yeah, he unfortunately brought a Lando up, which was fake,
Oh,
and a Ford and a Fisher, of course. Everyone's got a Ford, but I was like, well, I will rectify that for you. So this also arrived, which is for my mate to replace his fake Billy. So there you go.
right.
So we would like to say a big thank you to our previous guest, Brett,
Brett, thank you very much, Brett.
who
On behalf of Paddy.
who dealt with the who sold me the Billy D, and also made sure that my Cantina band piece winged its way safely there and back from the the Doug Basic signing. So, thanks very much, Brett. So, favorite pieces of Star Wars merch. You go, and then I'll try and think what mine actually is.
Andy?
I don't know if you can see it up there. It's the. In fact, let's let me turn my camera off and I'll go get it.
You don't actually touch it without gloves, do you?
No, I don't.
Andy's going to go and put his gloves on now. While Andy's finding that, what would yours be, Matthew?
Well, I've got a lot of items that I do like, but I mean, obviously, it's not going to be anything recent. It's going to be my original Star Wars stuff. It's going to be the Millennium Falcon, which I've had since the 1980s, since I was a kid. So yeah, that's,
you still got your Falcon?
Still got my Falcon.
Still got my Falcon too.
Have you? Oh yeah, you showed it me actually.
Yeah, and my Chicken Walker.
And Paddy showed me his Millennium Falcon.
A load of
after a few beers.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Whip it out, whip it out.
I couldn't resist.
Anyway,
so here's my favorite. It's the Darth Vader Master Replica lightsaber from Revenge of the Sith.
Absolutely. Channel my inner
porn.
What's the actor called in Rogue One? It says,
"Oh, it's Spencer Wilding."
Oh no.
Daniel Prowse. Oh, Krennic.
Krennic. Yeah, that's the character. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. He says.
Oh,
yeah.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Ben Mendelsohn. Yes.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Let's if we're whipping out lightsabers.
Yes, that's definitely my favorite.
Just let me drop my shorts. Hang on a minute.
Don't do it, Paddy. Not again.
So.
Yeah, but yours isn't in a fancy glass case.
It isn't, but look at that base. Look at the base. That was handmade.
Yeah.
And then, it needs a dusting. This. You're absolutely doing me for it. But it's also got a nice little feature where if you press the button, you just get the Kyber crystal does light up.
Oh, right, yeah.
Does light up in blue. So this was the last thing that my mate Jed made.
Ah, right.
He hand built this. It's not
Lovely.
a master replica one or anything. This is what Jed made that. Yeah. One of my favourites, has to be said, even though it's not OT, is I don't know if I could get my camera up there though. Let's see if I can move my camera. Oh. Hang on a minute. Let me put this down.
I'm guessing this is going to be a very special poster.
Well, there is that stuff, but most of my
that's the thing. I nearly said the posters.
Most of my posters are packed away. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking at this. So the one that Gina got me, the
Force Awakens hand.
The Force Awakens hand in the box.
Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And then we've got Dave Prowse up there. And then we've got Johnny.
God.
And then over there we've got God himself. Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. And then we've got Harrison Ford as Deckard. And then we've got Flash Gordon. Kevin Costner, ladies and gentlemen. That's not Star Wars, but then there she is over there. Look. Have they ever shown
Carrie Fisher?
Yeah, have they ever shown that one on camera?
I don't think you have.
No.
All right, keep talking. I'll go and grab it.
My other, I don't really want to get it out. But there's you can see that light up tower there. There's four. The first three are from Gentle Giant. So there's Darth Vader stood up with the lightsaber with his hand up like that. Underneath that is Darth Vader kneeling from Empire Strikes Back before Emperor Palpatine.
Oh,
The one underneath that is Darth Maul without his hood or his big cloak on. He's got the double split saber out. And at the bottom is the Japanese figures of the 501st from Revenge of the Sith that
Right.
storm the ones that storm the temple with Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader in Revenge of the Sith. They're probably all my favorites. And then if you just next to that, you can see the quad version of the Rogue One poster. So I do really like my poster collection as well, but I can't, unfortunately, I can't have them up, so they're just on the floor. But yeah, I do love my posters. Probably me. Another favorite is the Star Wars vinyls from in 2015. Sony lost the license, so they printed a box set of 1 to 6. So it was all the original pressings, remastered vinyls, and it's the only time episodes 2 and 3 have been released on LP. So that's a super rare collectible thing now. So that's another one of my favorites. I mean, we could go on all night. Matt's got loads of stuff as well.
I do, yeah. My stuff is, apart from my original Star Wars stuff that I've kept all these years, it's pretty much all stuff you can still get now. You know, there's nothing really collectible or worth anything. It's just it's stuff I like, what I picked up over the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, all my treasured stuff is the older stuff, definitely.
Are you ready?
Go on. Look at that.
Love to Paddy, my one true love and sex partner, Carrie Fisher.
Oh, I miss her so
Brilliant,
much.
man. Brilliant, man.
So sad she's gone.
Yep. Definitely.
What a magnificent lady. Magnificent. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's loads of stuff. I mean, we could, you know.
And the stuff they're bringing out now, it's just, I've not picked up any Star Wars merch for a while. Well, I did actually buy a T-shirt. A new Star Wars T-shirt. I bought a new Star Wars T-shirt this week.
You did?
Which is the first time I bought a Star Wars T-shirt in a long time.
What is it?
Oh, this isn't it. This is my Jaws T-shirt. But,
No, I mean, what's on the shirt? Is it Empire Strikes Back or?
No, it's Cara Dune.
Oh, cool. Where's that from?
From Zavi, actually.
Oh, Zavi, yeah.
I was quite surprised that they still have those T-shirts in stock.
I like Zavi. They just give you credit without even doing a credit check on you. They just assume I'm going to pay all the fucking
the lay-by stuff is brilliant, that, isn't it?
I paid it all off, but yeah, I was very surprised.
Oh, wow.
Do you want to see another nice one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Complete Bounty Hunters multi. Also signed by Jason Wingreen, the original voice of Boba Fett. And here, speaking of things that are sad, even sadder because of Kerry, look.
You're frozen. Oh, here we go.
Signed by Peter Mayhew and Mark Hamill.
Cool.
Will never be signed by Kerry and Matt and Harrison.
Oh,
be signed by Harrison, but may never be signed by Kerry.
That's sad.
There's another really nice Kerry.
Has she signed that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you there for that one?
I bought that one. I didn't get that in person. I got this one in person, Billy D.
Oh, yeah.
You see that there. We've not done that. We talked about doing this for ages, didn't we? It's not ideal without other camera. Here's some unsigned ones. I always hoped I would get the kissy shot, but that was the Empire shot I really wanted to get. I just love that shot.
Yeah. It's a great shot, that one.
They're quite rare, those promo photos for Empire. They don't pop up often, do they?
Yeah, true. And this is the solo shot I've got saved. As you know, I got Harrison the other week, but I still don't have him on Star Wars. But the solo shot that I want him on is that.
That's
Just
so
stood-
rare.
That is just so porn.
You want Solo on a
Yeah, just
solo shot.
looking chill in Empire. Just got a nice
I'd-
Hamill as well. Waiting for Hamill.
I've
there,
never
one
seen
day.
that shot of Harrison before.
Super cool, isn't it?
Yeah, until
I've
you
never
showed
seen
it
that one
me.
before. Yeah, never seen that before.
There's a start of a Yoda multi there. There's only 3 signatures on it. Start of a Yoda one.
Who have you got on there?
Ron Hone, Nick Dudman, and
Nick Malley?
no, he's not got Mally on yet. I need to get.
All right.
Here's an even more depressing multi. Hamill, Mayhew, Baker, Daniels will never get Kerry, and it's missing Harrison.
Oh,
Oh,
So close that jungle shot. There's one for Andy.
is that David? Oh, it's
Ian.
Ian.
Two
Two
Paddy.
Paddy.
Ian
man.
McDermott.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. I think that's the shot, and that's the line.
One day. That Prowse's last signing, I made sure I got him on there. So that needs Hamill on it one day. The
Yeah.
final showdown.
Do you think Hamill will ever come over to this country again?
Probably.
I can't see it.
What?
Oh, I will see it. I mean, maybe. I don't know. But I
hope so.
personally, I don't think he will. So,
Oh,
Andy's gone.
Andy,
Andy's been
what's
kicked out
going
this
on?
time. So this will eventually become my ultimate Vader shot. Well, it has become. It's already my ultimate Vader shot. Look.
Oh, superb.
So Prowse wrote, apology accepted, Captain Needer, and then Captain Needer signed it as
line?
well.
Nice.
And then I've got that as well. That is my only Antina Daniels, but it's a complete droids piece. That's absolutely beautiful. That.
No, you just had him on the other multi.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
In Endor.
I have got 2, yeah.
Just got so many. Keep forgetting.
Got the new Chewbacca there.
Who looks younger than he did in Return of the Jedi.
And there's your man, Ray Winston. I think that's it in terms of Star Wars. Then we're on to like Blade Runner 2049. There's Robin Wright.
Oh, yeah.
And oh, look at that. Python time. Terry Jones.
Nice. Just one more bite.
Last
Waffle
one. Jane Silent Bob.
Oh, yeah. Cool. When Kevin Smith was awesome.
He's still awesome.
Why is he not awesome anymore?
Chat about that tomorrow.
Is this because of Masters of the Universe?
Yeah, I think he's lost his Midas touch recently.
Well, he loves everything, Kevin, doesn't he? He loves everything that everyone hates.
Kevin loves everything.
I don't have a problem with that.
Do you know? I mean, he's.
I don't think many people have a problem with that per se. It's I think the problem is how can I put this? He seems to be trying to portray a line for this new He-Man series, and people are saying no, this is what we think it's going to be, and he's saying no, it's going to be this, and it's actually going to be what these fans think it's going to be. So I don't know. Everybody's thinking he's lying a bit at the moment.
Yeah,
you
I've
know?
seen that. I've seen that come up on. It was one of the Geeks and Gamers usual kind of clickbaity video titles, wasn't it? Like Kevin Smith lied about Masters of the Universe or whatever.
Well, I mean, I've got to say, after I've been sort of following this lightly, you know, I'm not massively interested anyway, but it does look like he's tried to cover his tracks a wee bit with this one, and I'm not, you know.
I mean, look, Kevin.
Whatever.
Kevin's pretty woke anyway.
Hmm.
He's got a young daughter and who's very woke, and I can understand that. But what I mean is, like, he's not the only hand in that Masters of the Universe thing. That yes, he may have suggested a direction or whatever, but he's not going to be the only person pushing it. There's a huge creative team there, and Mattel will be pressing that agenda as well, won't they? I mean, I don't know. What are they saying over there about it?
Where?
About geeks? What will geeks? And games
I don't know. I've not
okay.
seen Geek. I've not seen it.
They're just saying he's not being truthful about the situation.
Basically, yeah. Clownfish TV or the Pirates and Princesses website that we normally read news articles from. Well, they released an article a while back stating or talking about the Masters of the Universe, saying it's not going to be about He-Man per se. It's going to be more about Teela. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course.
And Kevin Smith came out and said and basically called them out. Said, no, you're wrong. It's all about He-Man. Blah 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 blah. But now it's looking like actually no, Pirates and Princesses were on the money. So you can understand why people might have an issue saying, "Why didn't you just admit it?"
Yeah.
Just be truthful about it,
because it's one of them, and they want to bury if they're going to do something like that, they want to bury the lead to draw in all the original He-Man fans.
Well, it's bait and switch, and people hate bait and switch. I hate it. It's like you're drawing me in, and then boom.
But you see the weird thing that I mean. Yes, obviously they want to attract a new young audience for Masters of the Universe, but if they're not into it from a nostalgic point of view, they're probably not going to be into it anyway. So the bulk of your audience is going to be people of our generation who watched He-Man growing up. And if you do a bait and switch on it, then people are they're gonna watch the series and lose interest. But I mean, look, I reserve judgment until I've seen it. The art looks badass. Like, it looks really great.
Yeah, I'll give it a chance.
So we'll see what happens. But I see what you're saying as well. But I'm a Kevin Smith shill anyway. So the Carrie Fisher one wins. She was amazing. Oh, thanks, Scott. I agree. It's got to be in my top 3 favorite autographs of all time. Faux show. So, was there? We did the Obi-Wan piece. You want to talk about Gina Carrano? Again,
if you like, I've got time.
What time is it? Let's see how long the article is.
Well, I've got the Mandalorian season 3 script here, and it says she's dead. She's dead.
No,
she's dead.
She is brown bread.
She's dead good.
She's dead good. Dead good. Dead hard quiz. Right, yeah. We've got 5. It's like pretty short, so we'll just give this a quick read. Bum bada bum bum bada bada bum bum. Right. Pirates and Princesses. Is Gina Carrano returning to The Mandalorian or not? Could Gina Carrano be returning to The Mandalorian Disney Plus? A cryptic tweet of some intergalactic art has some media outlets speculating that the cancelled Cara Dune actress might return to a galaxy far, far away. It's just a fan art, really, isn't it? The artwork comes from the digital artist Stuza, according to Cinema Blend. It doesn't appear to have anything to do with Star Wars. While there was no context provided, some fans on Twitter were already eager to welcome Gina Carrano back to the Star Wars fold. Hopefully you're returning to Star Wars, as fans would love to see you back. If not, they will follow whatever you do. You go on to do, wrote one user. Did Disney come to their senses yet? Asked another. Some want Gina Carrano not to return to Lucasfilm under any circumstance. Great pick. Word of advice: do not return to Lucasfilm. They are ravaging Star Wars. The Mandalorian is nothing compared to the vast lore the universe has. You could have been a badass in the well-written stories of Star Wars, but Lucasfilm has become weak, lazy, greedy. Don't return there, said a passionate Twitter user. Others, who probably didn't have a profile picture, others were not so keen on the actress to return. You've definitely been granted access to my no-fly list.
What?
Automatic no watch for anything you're in ever again. I still can't believe they didn't vet you for being in a cult before they let you touch Star Wars at all, said this Twitter twat. Carrano posted the tweet on June 15th, and there's no word of a return to The Mandalorian or any other Lucas project since. That's probably because it's bollocks. It's honestly very unlikely that Carrano would be asked to return under the current Lucasfilm regime, given the acrimonious split between herself and Lucasfilm. Gina Carrano was fired off The Mandalorian earlier this year due to social media posts the Lucasfilm spokesman claimed were abhorrent. Whether or not Carrano posts were actually abhorrent has been subject of debate over the past few months, with even media outlets like Forbes claiming Disney made a massive misstep in firing the indisputably popular actress. Since that time, Disney has seemingly walked back her complete cancellation. The actress still appeared on an episode of Running Wild with Bear Grylls, and toys of her character Cara Dune are still widely available, though very expensive. So there you go. I think it's kind of a bit of a storm in teacup based around some artwork that didn't really have anything to do with The Mandalorian myself. But
no, so I mean, it's very cryptic, but it's one of those, isn't it? You can read anything into that. Maybe she just liked the picture. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
but you know, the last thing we heard about Gina Carrano is that she was making her own movie with what's that other TV company in America? Is it Ben Shapiro's media company? I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, she was
supposed to be making a film with him or something.
Yeah. But yeah, she has been spotted on set, or near the set, or something of Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently. Don't take my word for it. That's something I've heard. You know,
in a pub down the road from Shepperton, or
no. In LA. Yeah.
In LA. I love LA.
In La La Land. She's not denied anything. I mean, who knows? We'll know when everybody else knows with this one, I think, you know.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
thoughts, Andrew?
I've not really changed from what I said last time, I think, on this. Even if Disney wanted her back, I don't think she'd want to come back because of the way she was treated.
Yeah.
I don't think this is for me, it's not a case of did Disney want her back? I'm like, does she want to come back? Now, from the point of view that I'd do it for the fans, or I'd do it for the show, or I'd do it for Favreau or something, yeah.
Favreau and Filoni, yeah.
But I just can't see it because it's just been such a bad situation.
True story.
No, yeah, you're not wrong. But I mean, like, there's been a lot of instances where big names have been sort of cancelled, if you like, for a better word, in Hollywood, and then a short while later have been brought back on. You know, James Gunn springs to mind.
Is that a director?
Yeah, he did.
Marvel.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. You know.
Okay.
And he's done the latest Suicide Squad that's coming out in the next few weeks.
Yeah,
because the first one was great, wasn't it?
Again,
The thing is, I do like his
haven't
work.
watched it.
I like James Gunn's work. I think he's very good at what he does. And the thing that he was cancelled for originally, those tweets that were like 10-year-old. Yeah, I mean, I did.
And really fucking weird, by the way, as well.
Yeah, weird, distasteful, offensive. I know. I'm not easily offended, but I found them quite offensive. Should he have been cancelled in the first place? No, I don't think anybody should be cancelled.
Yeah. Agreed.
You know? Well, that's my position on that. And you know,
apart from Club Star Wars, I think should be cancelled.
Oh well, yeah, we're already cancelled, aren't we?
Just look at the viewers.
You've got to be big to be cancelled. That's the only thing, you know.
That's true. We're safe.
We're all right, lad. We're all right.
Well, unless I'm sharing articles and getting banned from going live for 30 days. But...
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I'm just reading a few of the tweets that he. Shit, I did not know this.
Yeah.
Weren't they a bit pedo-y?
Yes.
Very.
Yeah, I thought so. Fucking weird.
Yeah, yeah.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't tweeting Bryan Singer, was he? Or
Who?
No.
But it's one of those, isn't it? When you see some things like that, alarm bells go off, red flags go up, you know. And
oh yeah, totally. I mean, there's definitely weird.
he's not. Yeah.
But it's not. You know, it's not called Hollyweird for a reason, is it? I mean, it is called Hollyweird for a reason. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest with you, what Carrano tweeted, it has nothing. It's nothing compared to what.
It's not nothing on that. It's
exactly.
It's not as dark as that shit, is it?
No.
No.
And what she was tweeting in the first place. I mean, I got what she was saying. I know what she was saying.
Yeah,
People twisted it.
Yeah, of course.
In their own heads to mean something else, you know.
Of course.
And fired her on that sort of thing. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Righty-ho. Well, on that note, I think we should probably
happy
time to end. Yeah. Keep watching Star Wars, guys.
Can I just shock you? I like Star Wars, despite what we've said for the past hour and a half.
Despite what we said for an hour and a half.
We all love Star Wars, man.
We do.
Only people who love it hate it.
That's true. Do you know, I forget to tell... Jesus, it might be months ago now, but I did sit down Luna in front of A New Hope, and she did get through it and enjoy it.
My eldest Freya doesn't like Star Wars.
Yeah.
No.
I know. Yeah, I've tried.
What
From a young age, I've tried, but no, she's
You're
not.
literally
that's why
you
you tried from a young age. That's the problem.
Yeah. Where the second one, I'm not forcing it as much as I did with the first one, if you know what I mean.
Or leave them in the box and never touch them.
Yeah. And no, she's gonna be a Star Wars fan.
So the sequel's gonna be
whether she likes it or not.
Yeah.
She's not gonna like the sequels.
No, I mean you said the next one.
Yes, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Anyway.
The sequel's gonna be a Star Wars fan.
She'll be onto it. Right. Let's get out of here. May the force be with you. Cheers for tuning in, guys. Thank you for your comments and interaction. And
are you doing the outro?
I'll do it. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Catch you later.